So you're looking at doing fabrics. We put together the most professional outfit on the market today for doing this kind of work. These products work together very well and are the best prices. So what do you get? Well, first of all, you're looking at doing t-shirts, you're looking at doing hats, you're doing a lycra, maybe denim, maybe a canvas. So we put in the BCS Eclipse, which is a 0.5mm. It's the #1 airbrush on the market today, has been for a long time for this kind of application. 0.5mm is needed for the paint flow on the paints. To explain to you why. So what you get is you get a 60mm big mouth bottle. We suggest you put airbrush cleaner in that. We'll explain a little bit longer down the track in this particular video. So you get a spanner here. It's a larger spanner. You'll notice it's bigger. It goes onto the head cap and takes the head cap off, which gives you access to the nozzle, and then you can take the nozzle off. It's just sitting in there. The kit also comes with a super lube, small super lube for lubricating your needle and nozzle when you've cleaned it and you put it back together to keep it working nice and smooth. As it explains, it's a siphon feed bottle, so that just pops straight up underneath your airbrush. So it's a dual action, down for air, back for material. So that takes in the airbrush itself. Now as far as airflow, well, you need airflow to make the paints work in this particular situation. So we've selected the PowerJet Plus. The PowerJet Plus is a dual piston, so it puts out plenty of PSI. In fact, with this particular airbrush, we've got 42 PSI at the airbrush continuously, which is enough for what we need. So it's an oilless piston, no maintenance, comes with a 1 year warranty Australia-wide, as does the airbrush. The airbrush is not covered, however, for needle, nozzle, O-ring, damages inside it from paint or over soaking. As far as if you drop it, it's not covered for any of that sort of thing. So that is the warranties. As far as the compressor is concerned, you get a holder which attaches to the top. There's a couple of screws there to attach it to a plate, and that becomes a cradle. An airbrush hose, which is a 3-metre hose. 3-metre hose, 1/4-inch female VSB goes to the end of the regulator, and obviously the other end goes to your airbrush parts. So you've got a handle here. The handle is a tank. So this compressor will have very little pulsing, in fact none. It's actually a PSI that it's set to will run it. So you've got a moisture release valve on the actual handle itself for anything that gets into the tank. So as far as it's a silent jet, it has a moisture trap on the end of it. The moisture trap has a release valve underneath, and it has a PSI gauge on top. The knob adjusts the PSI, so up, turn it around to whatever PSI you want it set at. We ran it flat out, so it ran at 42 PSI at the airbrush. It'll put out 39 litres of air per minute, and it weighs just 7 kilos. So what else have we put with this particular unit? Well, we've put in a moisture filter. You say, why? It's got one. Well, the hose can create condensation. So a moisture filter that goes up under your airbrush, any moisture that gets into your hose will then get caught up into the piston grip filter, and you've got a little release valve there too, same as a moisture trap. We've also put in a disconnect set. So the male goes up underneath your airbrush, and the female then goes to your hose, and then you can disconnect your airbrush whenever you require for whatever purposes you need. We've also put in a cleaning station. The cleaning station, just don't put the little cradle in here, and you can then use that to flush out your airbrush. So the actual bottle will fit just behind it, and you can spray directly into it. That way nothing's going into the area in which you're working in. It's nice and clean. You can clean that out at the end of the day. So we put in a DVD. This is the Beginning Airbrush Createx DVD, which takes in all the paints. Takes in Kent Ling, one of the best artists going around, doing airbrush work on fabrics, and he also uses this exact airbrush and shows you how to clean it, how to break it down, how to get results. It also takes you through dagger strokes, lines, different exercises, so fantastic DVD. Now, we've also put in 24 of the fast blast lids, also known as bottle adapters. And so what it is each one of these bottles is 60mm. You take the cap off and you put this cap, screw it on, and you cut the tube to suit the height of the bottle. Then you take the little red cap off, because that's just the cover, and you can pop them up underneath. So you can quick change every one of these colours. So that is why now when we get to this part, we suggested right at the beginning that you use this for airbrush cleaner. So 240mm airbrush cleaner, pop that in. So what you will do is after you've used your colour, you pop the cleaner up and give it a quick squirt out, and then go back to another colour that you want to use and pop that up. So it's a quick change. It's what the professionals use. That way you can just keep working. You don't have to buy extra bottles. You just use the bottle adapters straight on top of the bottles. So as far as paints are concerned, the Createx colours, they're designed for fabric work. Okay, so you get a primary set, you get a fluoro set, you get a pearl set, and you get an opaque set. They're all pre-made, pre-packaged in USA. So that is what you get as far as the hardware is concerned. The paints give you everything you need to get going. So we put in 10 Pellon sheets. They're also 500 by 350. They are a fabric. So it gives you something to practice on. You can even do portraits on it, or artwork as such, like this was a beginner's course. So that was done also onto that. So that is the Createx and Iwata t-shirt kit that's going to give you results. So if that's what you're in the market for, this will get you going, get you underway.